morning, students. Please settle down. Right? Let us begin today's lesson. Today, we are going to learn a very important topic, selling and distribution. Now, don't worry about the big words, okay? This is something we see and do every single day of our lives. From buying a chocolate to booking a new scooter. It is all part of this chapter. So let us start with a very simple idea. What is a purchase? I will explain in simple words. Imagine you are at the school bookshop. You need a new notebook, right? So you give the shopkeeper 20 rupees and he gives you the notebook. That's it. This act of you buying the notebook is called a purchase. It's just a simple exchange of money for an item. Now, let's just flip the whole thing around. For the shopkeeper, what is happening? He is giving you the notebook and in return, he is taking your 20 rupees. From his side, this is called a sale. So you see, a purchase and a sale are simply two sides of the very same coin. One cannot happen without the other. Clear? Good. In every single transaction, there are always two people involved. Always. The person who buys the goods, that is you, with your new notebook, you are the buyer. And the person who sells the goods, in our example, the shopkeeper, he is the seller. Simple, isn't it? Now think about this for a minute. When you bought that notebook, you paid the money immediately, right there on the spot. But is that the only way things are bought and sold? We always hear about paying later or paying in small parts over many months. These are not just different ways to pay. They are completely different types of sales, and each one has its own special rules. Students, listen carefully now. Generally, we can break down all sales into four main types. We have cash sale, credit sale, the hire purchase system, and the installment payment system. We will understand each one with simple, everyday examples, so you will never forget them. Okay, let's start with the first two. These are the most common and the most simple types, cash and credit sales. The main idea here in both of these methods is that the ownership of the item, the right to call it your own, is transferred immediately. The only difference is when the money is paid.
First is the cash sale. This is what we do most of the time. Let us take one example. You go to the school canteen, you pay 10 rupees, and you get a nice hot samosa. The exchange is immediate. You pay the cash, you take the goods, the matter is finished. That's a cash sale.
Next up is the credit sale. Now here, you take the goods now, but you promise to pay the money later on. A very good example of this is the account your family might have at the local kirana store. Your mother gets all the monthly groceries today, the shopkeeper just makes a note in his little book, and your father pays the full bill at the start of the next month. That is a credit sale. Now let's move to the next two types. This is where things get a little more complicated, so I want you all to pay close attention. These systems are very, very important for buying big, expensive items like a fridge, a TV, or even a car. Things where you have to pay for it over a long period of time. Okay, so let's understand hire purchase. Imagine you want to buy a new computer that costs, say, 50,000 rupees. First, you pay the shopkeeper a small amount, maybe 5,000 rupees. This first payment is called a down payment. Then, you can take the computer home and start using it straight away. After that, every month you will pay a fixed amount. We call this an installment, until the full 50,000 is paid off. And only after you pay that final, last installment, only then do you become the true owner. Now, this is the most important point about hire purchase. Kindly note this down. Until you have paid every single rupee, the shopkeeper is the legal owner of that computer. You are basically hiring it. Or you can say you are renting it from him. The name itself tells you. You hire it until you purchase it. Now let's look at the installment system. At first glance, it looks almost the same. You pay a down payment, you take the item home, and you pay the rest in monthly installments. But look very, very closely at step 2. The moment you make that first down payment, you become the legal owner of the item immediately. That is the big, big difference. So what is the main difference then? Both have a down payment, both have installments. It sounds very similar, no? This is a point where many students get confused, so let us make it absolutely perfectly clear. This table makes the comparison very, very clear. The main difference is all about ownership. In hire purchase, ownership transfers at the very end, after the last payment. But in the installment system, it transfers right at the beginning. Now, this has very big results. If you stop paying your installments in a hire purchase agreement, the seller can just come and take the computer back from your house. But in an installment system, because you are already the owner, he cannot take it back. His only option is to go to court and sue you for the money that you owe him. See the difference?
So I will repeat it one last time because you must remember this. The single biggest difference between hire purchase and the installment system comes down to one simple question. At what point do you become the owner of the goods? That's all.
All right, so that covers the 4 main types of sale. Before we finish for today, let us do a very quick revision of all the key points we have learned. Let's just boil it all down. Cash and credit are about getting ownership immediately. The only question is if you pay now or pay later. Hire purchase and installment are about paying over a long time. The very important difference is whether you own at the end or you own right from the very beginning. So students, today we have learned the basic ideas of purchase and sale, and we have understood the 4 main ways these things happen. From a simple cash payment for a samosa to a complex installment plan for a TV, you can now see the difference. Now for your homework, I want you to just observe things around you. When you see an advertisement on TV for a new mobile phone, or when your parents are talking about buying a new fridge, try to think, what kind of sale is this? Is it hire purchase? Is it an installment system? This will help you remember these concepts forever. Okay, that is all for today. Please revise this chapter at home. Thank you, class.
नमस्कार। क्या आप स्कूल में नौकरी ढूंढ रहे हैं लेकिन सही वैकेंसी की जानकारी आपको समय पर नहीं मिलती? और अगर आप एक स्कूल चला रहे हैं तो क्या आपको भी योग्य और भरोसेमंद स्टाफ ढूंढने में परेशानी होती है? आज यही समस्या हजारों लोगों और स्कूलों के सामने है। दोनों को एक दूसरे की जरूरत है, लेकिन फिर भी दोनों एक दूसरे तक पहुंच नहीं पाते। यही समस्या हमने देखी और इसी से जन्म हुआ schoolcareer.in का। ये एक ऐसा ऑनलाइन प्लेटफॉर्म है जहां स्कूल अपनी वैकेंसी पोस्ट कर सकते हैं और उम्मीदवार सीधे उन नौकरियों के लिए आवेदन कर सकते हैं। यहां केवल टीचर्स ही नहीं बल्कि स्कूल से जुड़े कई पदों के अवसर उपलब्ध हैं, जैसे ऑफिस स्टाफ, कंप्यूटर ऑपरेटर, अकाउंटेंट, लाइब्रेरियन और अन्य पद। हमारा लक्ष्य है स्कूलों और योग्य उम्मीदवारों को एक ही मंच पर जोड़ना। अगर आप स्कूल में अपना करियर बनाना चाहते हैं या अपने स्कूल के लिए बेहतरीन स्टाफ ढूंढना चाहते हैं तो आज ही विजिट कीजिए www.schoolcareer.in।
क्या आप एक योग्य शिक्षक हैं जो सही मंच की तलाश में हैं, या एक स्कूल जिसे जरूरत है बेहतरीन टैलेंट की? रास्ते बहुत हैं लेकिन सही मंजिल सिर्फ एक। प्रस्तुत है schoolcareer.in।
बंद दरवाजों को अब तुम छोड़ दो, उम्मीदों की नई राहें अब जोड़ लो। न भटकना है ना रुकना है अब कहीं, तुम्हारी मंजिल का पता है बस यही। स्कूल को चाहिए टैलेंट और आपको चाहिए ग्रोथ। यहाँ खत्म होती है आपकी हर वो हो खोज। प्रिंसिपल हो या टीचर, एडमिन हो या कोच, बदलो अपनी दुनिया, बदलो अपनी सोच। हजारों मौके लाखों उम्मीदें यहाँ जुड़ती है, तरक्की की राहें अब आपकी ओर मुड़ती है। बस एक क्लिक और करियर है सेट। schoolcareer.in है आपका सच्चा मददगार। schoolcareer.in सपनों को सच बनाएंगे। schoolcareer.in बेहतर कल सजाएंगे। स्कूलों की दुनिया करियर का है ये द्वार। सफलता चूमेगी कदम, अब होगा बेड़ा पार। schoolcareer.in लिखो सफलता की नई कहानी, बदलो अपनी तकदीर पुरानी। सपनों को अब पंख लगाओ,
schoolcareer.in पर अपनी राह बनाओ आज ही